Thanks, Jasmine. How's everyone feeling? Inspired, educated, ready to make appointments and make calls, I hope? So I just wanted to give everyone a little bit of an update from a legal perspective. You probably recall that that Miranda Dale, not so long ago, was taking the fight to VCAT, and we raised $15,000 through probably many of your donations via Facebook. And so yesterday I spoke to the lawyers just to get an update on where we're at. And so the general feeling from their perspective is that there's really no point pursuing VCAT because at the end of the day they can't change the legislation. So what they're doing, and you also remember as well in our last meeting we talked about Arabella's FOI request and what came back. And so the lawyers are now discussing, once the Raw Milk Producers Association is incorporated, that they're going to put another request in. I don't know if this is helpful, Darryl. You might probably know better than me legally, or if they're across the other one, the other request. But they were talking about doing another one, and if the response isn't adequate, then taking it to the Ombudsman or to the Supreme Court if necessary.
It's already at the Commissioner stage, and we're waiting for the Commissioner who's asked for various times sort of extensions, and I think it's due this week. Okay. And once you get that, if it's not, Arabella gets that. Once she gets that, she might go to VCAT if it's not a suitable response.
So we probably need to just make sure they're not crossing over paths and doing the same thing. We don't want to waste our resources doing something that you guys are already doing.
I think it's already in train.
Yeah, okay, cool. And so the other thing they did mention was Mark Parnell, as we've already discussed, leader of the Greens in South Australia, is presently drafting a bill for the South Australian Parliament. And so their proposition is they're going to make contact with him to aid in the drafting and ultimate introduction of similar, if not uniform, legislation in Victoria. And as we've already discussed, the challenge of this is that there's really no point having a bill introduced if we haven't done the work of lobbying our MPs because they're just not going to vote in our favour. And so that's why it's just so important that now we start doing the really important work of lobbying, and that cannot be done by just one or two or three of us. It really needs everyone to stand up and use their voice and take some action. Otherwise, we're just not going to move forward. That's the reality. So that's all I have to update. I'm sorry that we don't have anything more positive to tell you. We do have a clear direction now, so I think that's really positive. It's something that people can get behind and just start doing it. So hopefully we'll be able to share information and start doing it. So thanks for coming up, Swampy.
Rebecca, most of you have heard of a movie called Oddball, which has been a bloody big hit right around the country. They're about to turn it loose in Italy, and it's about to take on America. That is an example of a pig-headed old bastard who will not take no for an answer. That's what lobbying's about. I had to lobby Warrnambool City Council, Deakin University, Parks Victoria, Department of Sustainability, Land Care and Coast Care, and get all those bludgers to think the same way. I didn't think I was that good. But I frightened the hell out of myself. So that shows how lobbying works. I never want to drink another Warrnambool City Council cup of tea in my life. But it took us 18 months of meetings to make it happen. Just to save a poor little bunch of penguins. All they wanted to do was come back from the ocean and have a snooze. It's not a big request. We've got 26,000 kilometres of coastline and they wanted about half a kilometre. But do you think it took a lot of work to get these government departments to listen? The easiest thing for a bureaucrat to say is no, because for two reasons. A, there's only two letters in it, so they don't have to think very hard, and B, they don't have to do anything. If they say yes, then they've got to, what do we do? So get out there and give them heaps. They'll back down really easily, and all you've got to do is keep pounding at them. Yeah. And they give up.
Good advice.
Because they're not used to it.
Yeah. Thanks, Swampy. I think we can all take that on board.